Hello, friends. Today we'll talk about Jupiter, the wise and expansive planet of growth, wisdom, and blessings in Vedic astrology. Jupiter Guru represents our higher knowledge, beliefs, morals, faith, and sense of purpose. It governs how we seek truth, expand our horizons, teach, and share wisdom. Jupiter is the teacher, guide, and protector, the planet of optimism, philosophy, spirituality, and abundance. When strong and well placed, Jupiter brings prosperity, respect, divine grace, and a positive outlook on life. It's the planet that helps us see the bigger picture and maintain faith even in difficult times. Jupiter behaves differently in each zodiac sign. Depending on its placement, it shows where we find meaning, how we grow spiritually and intellectually, and how we attract luck and opportunities. In this video, we'll explore Jupiter's expression through all 12 zodiac signs. From the adventurous wisdom of Sagittarius to the deep compassion of Pisces, let's discover how Jupiter teaches, guides, and blesses through each sign. Jupiter in Aries, the bold and visionary guide and guide. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter Guru represents wisdom, faith, growth, and moral guidance. It shows how we seek truth, share knowledge, and expand our life path. Aries, ruled by Mars, adds initiative, energy, and boldness to Jupiter's expansive nature. This creates a combination of spiritual enthusiasm and fearless leadership. When Jupiter is in Aries, the person has strong beliefs and a pioneering spirit. They want to create new paths of knowledge and inspire others through action. Their faith grows through personal experience, courage, and taking initiative. Jupiter in Aries brings a dynamic teacher or guide, someone who learns by doing. They motivate others through confidence and positivity. This placement supports leadership in teaching, innovation, and spirituality. Growth in wisdom grows by taking bold steps and trusting intuition. Believes in self-made success and active faith. Has a natural ability to lead and inspire others. Loves starting new projects, ideas, or teachings. Seeks truth through direct experience rather than theory. Challenges. May act before thinking things through. Can be overconfident in opinions or beliefs. Might struggle with patience and humility. Needs to balance passion with prudence. What to practice? Learn to pause before taking big leaps. Combine action with reflection for true growth. Respect others' beliefs while staying firm in your own. Use your courage to uplift and teach others wisely. Practice self-discipline and mindfulness to channel your fiery wisdom. Jupiter in Taurus, the steady builder of prosperity. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter, Guru, symbolizes wisdom, faith, expansion, and abundance, both spiritual and material. It represents our capacity to grow, teach, and attract prosperity through higher values. Taurus, ruled by Venus, is an earth sign focused on stability, comfort, and sensual pleasures. When Jupiter enters Taurus, its expansive energy becomes grounded, patient, and practical. People with Jupiter in Taurus have a wise and steady approach to growth and wealth. They believe that real success comes from persistence, values, and consistent effort. They attract abundance through patience, reliability, and appreciation for life's comforts. Jupiter in Taurus gives financial acumen and stable prosperity. Such individuals are warm, loyal, and generous, especially toward loved ones. They grow by cultivating gratitude and building value over time. Growth in wisdom learns through tangible results and life's pleasures. Finds faith in the beauty and abundance of nature. Excels in finance, teaching, art, and nurturing stability. Seeks comfort but also harmony in material life. Believes wisdom is lived and experienced daily. Challenges. May become too focused on possessions or luxury. Resistant to change or new ideas. Can confuse comfort with true happiness. Needs to guard against complacency or greed. What to practice? Balance material success with spiritual awareness. Practice gratitude and sharing to keep abundance flowing. Stay open to change and new perspectives. Use wealth as a means of service and upliftment. Remember, true prosperity comes from inner peace and values, not just money. Jupiter in Gemini, the wise communicator. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter, Guru, is the planet of wisdom, growth, faith, and guidance. It shows how we learn, teach, and expand our life experience. Gemini, ruled by Mercury, is a sign of communication and curiosity. When Jupiter is in Gemini, the person is keen to learn, share knowledge, and explore new ideas. People with Jupiter in Gemini are talkative, friendly, and mentally active. They love reading, learning, and exchanging ideas. Their growth comes from conversation, teaching, writing, and networking. Jupiter in Gemini makes a person curious, intelligent, and good at sharing knowledge. They are flexible thinkers and love exploring new subjects. They grow by connecting with people and exchanging ideas. Growth and wisdom. Learns by reading, talking, and asking questions. Loves teaching, explaining, and guiding others. Expands through curiosity and mental activity. Can adapt to new situations easily. Believes knowledge is power and should be shared. Challenges. May think too much without acting. Can get distracted and lose focus easily. Knowledge may stay on surface, not deep. Needs to avoid indecision and scattered attention. What to practice. Focus on one subject or task at a time. Practice deep thinking and reflection. Listen carefully before speaking. Share knowledge in a meaningful way. Balance learning with practical action to grow fully. Jupiter in Cancer, the nurturing guide. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter Guru represents wisdom, growth, faith, and guidance. It shows how we expand our understanding, help others, and grow spiritually and emotionally. Cancer, ruled by the moon, is a sign of emotions, family, and nurturing. When Jupiter is in Cancer, the person grows through care, compassion, and emotional connections. People with Jupiter in Cancer are kind, protective, and generous. They value family, home, and emotional security. They gain wisdom through helping others, nurturing, and understanding feelings deeply. Jupiter in Cancer brings emotional intelligence and caring nature. They are sensitive, loving, and naturally protective of others. Their growth comes from compassion and creating a safe, nurturing environment. Growth and wisdom. Learns through emotional experiences and empathy. Loves taking care of family and friends. Believes in protecting and guiding loved ones. Gains wisdom by understanding feelings and emotional needs. Finds faith and optimism in home, family, and tradition. Challenges. Can be overly sensitive or moody. May get too attached or dependent. Might overprotect or smother others. Needs to avoid letting emotions cloud judgment. What to practice. Balance care with freedom for yourself and others. Practice emotional awareness and self-care. Use wisdom to guide, not control. Share love and protection without expecting in return. Trust intuition, but also think clearly before acting. Jupiter in Leo, the confident teacher. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter Guru represents wisdom, growth, faith, and guidance. It shows how we expand understanding, teach, and inspire others. Leo, ruled by the sun, is a sign of confidence, creativity, and leadership. When Jupiter is in Leo, the person grows through self-expression, leadership, and teaching others. People with Jupiter in Leo are charismatic, inspiring, and generous with knowledge. They love guiding others and shining in creative or leadership roles. They gain wisdom by taking initiative, leading by example, and sharing their vision. Jupiter in Leo gives a natural ability to lead and inspire. They are confident, warm, and optimistic. Growth comes from creative expression and helping others shine. Growth and wisdom. Learns by leading and teaching others. Gains confidence through recognition and responsibility. Inspires and motivates through words and actions. Believes in generosity and sharing wisdom. Finds meaning in creativity, leadership, and self-expression. Challenges. May become prideful or stubborn. Can seek attention excessively. Might overestimate own abilities. Needs to avoid dominating or controlling others. What to practice. Lead with humility and patience. Share knowledge and guidance freely. Balance confidence with empathy and understanding. Express creativity in meaningful ways. Stay grounded while inspiring others. Jupiter in Virgo, the practical teacher. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter Guru represents wisdom, growth, faith, and guidance. It shows how we expand knowledge, guide others, and develop practical wisdom. Virgo, ruled by Mercury, is a sign of service, practicality, and analysis. When Jupiter is in Virgo, the person grows through helping others, learning skills, and applying knowledge practically. People with Jupiter in Virgo are organized, diligent, and methodical learners. They gain wisdom by focusing on practical results, improving systems, and serving others. They believe in useful knowledge and skills that create tangible benefits. Jupiter in Virgo makes a person practical, helpful, and intelligent. They excel in teaching, organizing, and improving processes. Growth comes through disciplined effort and attention to detail. Growth and wisdom. Learns by doing and helping others. Gains experience through detailed observation. Values practical, useful knowledge over abstract theory. Believes in improving systems and processes. expands through service, health, and daily discipline. Challenges: can be overly critical of self or others, might focus too much on minor details, may worry excessively about mistakes, needs to avoid perfectionism that blocks growth. What to practice: see the bigger picture, not just details. Balance work and rest. Care for self too. Be patient and flexible in teaching and service. Use wisdom to help, not judge. Apply knowledge practically, but keep perspective. Jupiter in Libra, the harmonious teacher. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter, Guru, represents wisdom, growth, faith, and guidance. It shows how we expand knowledge, guide others, and understand life deeply. Libra, ruled by Venus, is a sign of balance, harmony, and relationships. When Jupiter is in Libra, the person grows through social interactions, fairness, and understanding others. People with Jupiter in Libra are diplomatic, charming, and just. They gain wisdom by seeing different perspectives, maintaining harmony, and teaching fairness. They believe in growth through balance, cooperation, and mutual respect. Jupiter in Libra makes a person fair, kind, and socially intelligent. They excel in guiding relationships and promoting justice. Growth comes through harmony, cooperation, and understanding. Growth in wisdom: learns through social experiences and partnerships, gains knowledge from dialogue and compromise, values fairness, justice, and equality, expands by helping others find balance and peace, uses diplomacy and charm to teach and guide. Challenges: can avoid making decisions to keep everyone happy, may over-rely on others' opinions, struggles with confrontation or standing firm, needs to avoid superficial harmony that hides truth. What to practice: make decisions with clarity and courage, balance personal needs with others' needs, stand for fairness even when it's hard, develop deep understanding of relationships, use wisdom to create peace, not just avoid conflict. Jupiter in Scorpio, the transformative teacher. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter, Guru, represents wisdom, growth, faith, and guidance. We expand understanding, develop spiritual insight, and guide others. Scorpio, ruled by Mars and Ketu, is a sign of depth, transformation, and intensity. When Jupiter is in Scorpio, the person grows through emotional experiences, transformation, and uncovering hidden knowledge. People with Jupiter in Scorpio are intense, insightful, and wise beyond appearances. They gain wisdom by exploring deeper truths, facing fears, and understanding emotional and spiritual realities. They believe in growth through transformation and self-awareness. Jupiter in Scorpio brings deep insight, intuition, and transformative wisdom. They excel in research, psychology, healing, and uncovering hidden truths. Growth comes through facing challenges and embracing change. Growth in wisdom: learns through emotional intensity and life challenges, gains spiritual insight and psychological understanding, values depth over surface knowledge, expands by transforming self and helping others heal, believes in the power of renewal and rebirth. Challenges: may become secretive or controlling, can obsess over outcomes or emotions, might struggle with trust or letting go, needs to avoid extremes in thinking and feelings. What to practice: embrace change and transformation with faith. Use intuition and insight for growth, not fear. Let go of control and trust the journey. Help others through healing and understanding. Focus on deep, meaningful learning rather than superficial knowledge. Jupiter in Sagittarius, the true explorer. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter, Guru, represents wisdom, growth, faith, and guidance. It shows how we expand understanding, explore life, and guide others with knowledge. Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter itself, is a sign of adventure, philosophy, and freedom. When Jupiter is in Sagittarius, the person grows through learning, teaching, and exploring the world and ideas. People with Jupiter in Sagittarius are optimistic, enthusiastic, and philosophical. They gain wisdom by traveling, studying, and sharing their knowledge and experiences. They believe in expansion, truth, and understanding life from a broader perspective. Jupiter in Sagittarius gives a person love for learning, teaching, and adventure. They are optimistic, inspiring, and open-minded. Growth comes through exploring life, ideas, and higher truths. Growth in wisdom: learns through experience, travel, and education. Loves philosophy, spirituality, and broad perspectives. Inspires others with optimism and knowledge. Expands by sharing insights and guiding others. Believes in personal and spiritual growth as a lifelong journey. Challenges: may take risks or act impulsively. Can be overconfident or exaggerate. Might ignore practical details in pursuit of ideals. needs to avoid dogmatism or preaching. What to practice? Apply wisdom practically, not just in theory. Balance enthusiasm with careful planning. Be humble while sharing knowledge. Focus on meaningful adventures and learning. Inspire others through experience, not just words. Jupiter in Capricorn, the responsible teacher. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter Guru represents wisdom, growth, faith, and guidance. It shows how we expand knowledge, develop responsibility, and guide others with practical insight. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, is a sign of discipline, structure, and ambition. When Jupiter is in Capricorn, growth comes through hard work, patience, and steady progress. People with Jupiter in Capricorn are practical, responsible, and disciplined. They gain wisdom by setting long-term goals, learning from experience, and applying knowledge effectively. They believe in growth through effort, perseverance, and ethical leadership. Jupiter in Capricorn gives practical wisdom and strategic thinking. They are patient, ambitious, and reliable. Growth comes through structured effort, planning, and responsibility. Growth and wisdom learns through discipline, patience, and experience. Values practical results and ethical actions. Expands by building stable foundations and long-term plans. Believes in earning success through effort and integrity. Gains insight through responsibility, mentorship, and real-world practice. Challenges can be too serious or rigid. May fear failure or taking risks. Might overwork and ignore personal needs. Needs to avoid pessimism or rigidity in thinking. What to practice? Balance ambition with faith and flexibility. Take calculated risks for growth. Focus on ethical and long-term goals. Use experience and patience to guide others. Remember, wisdom is as much about strategy as it is about knowledge. Jupiter in Aquarius, the visionary teacher. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter Guru represents wisdom, growth, faith, and guidance. It shows how we expand understanding, inspire others, and bring knowledge for progress. Aquarius, ruled by Saturn and Rahu, is a sign of innovation, originality, and humanitarianism. When Jupiter is in Aquarius, the person grows through ideas, social connections, and helping society. People with Jupiter in Aquarius are progressive, intellectual, and open-minded. They gain wisdom by thinking differently, connecting with groups, and contributing to collective growth. They believe in expansion through vision, innovation, and social good. Jupiter in Aquarius gives original thinking and social wisdom. They are idealistic, innovative, and care for humanity. Growth comes through ideas, collaboration, and forward-thinking vision. Growth in wisdom. Learns through intellectual exploration and group interactions. Loves experimenting with new ideas and solutions. Expands by contributing to society and helping communities. Believes knowledge should benefit everyone. Inspires others with innovative thoughts and humanitarian efforts. Challenges can be detached or emotionally distant. May get lost in idealistic thinking. Might seem eccentric or rebellious without cause. Needs to avoid neglecting practical responsibilities. What to practice? Combine vision with practical steps. Stay grounded while pursuing ideals. Serve society with humility and empathy. Balance freedom and responsibility. Use wisdom to innovate and uplift others, not just to stand out. Jupiter in Pisces, the spiritual teacher. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter Guru represents wisdom, growth, faith, and guidance. It shows how we expand understanding, gain spiritual insight, and help others grow. Pisces, ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, is a sign of compassion, intuition, and spirituality. When Jupiter is in Pisces, the person grows through faith, empathy, and creative or spiritual pursuits. People with Jupiter in Pisces are sensitive, kind, and deeply intuitive. They gain wisdom by helping others, connecting with higher consciousness, and following inner guidance. They believe in growth through love, devotion, and spiritual understanding. Jupiter in Pisces gives spiritual insight, compassion, and creativity. They are intuitive, empathetic, and nurturing. Growth comes through faith, imagination, and service. Growth and wisdom learns through spiritual practices, meditation, and intuition. Expands by helping others and being compassionate. Values imagination, creativity, and dreams. Gains wisdom by trusting inner guidance. Believes in universal love, faith, and higher truths. Challenges. May escape reality or avoid responsibilities. Can be overly idealistic or naive. Might get lost in emotions or fantasies. Needs to avoid overdependence on others' approval. What to practice? Stay grounded while exploring spirituality. Use compassion and intuition wisely. Balance dreams with practical action. Serve others while maintaining self-care. Trust faith, but also take responsibility in life. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more astrology insights. Have questions, feedback, or suggestions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for updates. Thank you for watching, and keep shining bright.